Howdy, brothers and sisters. Welcome to week 13, the penultimate week for the course. You've made it. We're going to turn in the final draft of this explanatory synthesis paper. It's going to be a good week. Bless your souls, brothers and sisters. My daughter wanted to show you this picture that she drew. This is a cowboy with a gun on the back of a dinosaur, and it looks like the dinosaur is bucking hard, right? So bucking bronco dinosaurs. So that's one of Tessa's drawings, and she was very proud of that. So she wanted to show it off to all of my BYU Idaho students. So another weekly walkthrough, world famous weekly walkthrough, and let's get going and talk about week 13. This is a huge week, brothers and sisters, and we have to make sure that we do a really good job on that explanatory synthesis essay because we have very little time afterwards. If we have to revise or anything, it's going to have to be super quick. And so hopefully we're all going to do really good drafts on the first try, and then the majority of us aren't going to have to revise, and we can just be done with the course. So there are 5 things that we're doing this week. 3 are due on Wednesday, and then 2 are due on Saturday. So let's go ahead and get into what we're doing this week. So first is our peer review. And you've done this multiple times. It's the same process. You're going to download this worksheet. You've seen this before. You're going to be filling it out for the 2 of your peers. So you're going to download and have 2 of these. And then they've given you a good example and a bad example. Take a look and see how the good example has actually copied things from their peer's essay. And then they have like whole paragraphs where they're commenting about what they're seeing. And let's look at the bad example. The bad example, on the other hand, is not doing those things, right? We have like barely 1 sentence on these. They're not copying from the essay. Very limited responses. So you want yours to look like that good example. You're going to do your 2 peer reviews. You're going to turn in the stuff so I can see. Turn in those worksheets so I can see what you've done. This is worth 50 points. Easy points if you just do a good job. And then you're going to get peer feedback as well from your peers. If you didn't turn in your rough draft on time, let me know so that I can go in and manually assign 2 peer reviews for you. All right, next thing is you are going to do a quiz about hedges and boosters. So this gives you some definitions about what a hedge is and what a booster is. This is just words that you can use. And what we found in research is that students that use words like this in their essay tend to score better because they are showing that, with a hedge, you're showing that maybe your claims aren't necessarily true, but with a booster, you're showing that, yes, there's no room for doubt in this. This is, totally legit. So this has this page has some information, has some examples, and then you're going to take the quiz. This is, you can take the quiz as many times as you want. It's 6 points. It's going to keep the highest score. This is due on Wednesday. Everyone should get 6 out of 6 on this quiz. So then, after you've taken that quiz, then you can do this discussion. You have to make sure they take that quiz first. This discussion is about the introduction and the conclusion, and they want you to experiment a little with your introduction and your conclusion. It has 2 videos here for you to watch, and then your initial post is where you're going to look at your introduction and your conclusion, and you're going to try some things. Add some hedges, add some boosters, make some connections, and make sure that your thesis statement is really clear and direct, and then you're going to post. I would maybe put a couple spaces in between your introduction and conclusion, or maybe label them, put some subtitles so that we know which is which, and then you're going to post that. That's by Wednesday. Then you're going to respond to at least 2 of your peers, and you're going to help them with their introduction and their conclusion. Those responses need to be done by Saturday. And remember, with these discussions, it reminds you to do the assignment for Wednesday, but it does not remind you to do the responses by Saturday. So you have to be on top of that and remember to do your responses to get your full points. I can't give you full points if you don't do 3 posts. So that's the bare minimum, 3 posts. All right. Then we have your revision checklist. You've done this before. This is your self-reflection checklist where you look over your essay as you're revising and moving towards your final draft, and then you're going to fill this out. Really easy points. It's 10 points. This is due by Saturday. And then the final big assignment of the course for this week, this is the explanatory synthesis essay. This is worth 35% of your grade. You want to make sure that you're turning in your very best work on this one. You need to make sure that you revise from your rough draft. Don't just turn in the rough draft again. Revise it and then turn it in, because we have very little time. And so hopefully not many of you will need to revise, because if we do, it's going to be like a day or 2 turnaround. Because we have to get grades posted and finish out the semester. So this is all the stuff that you're being graded on, right? So synthesis is a really big one. You're getting 20 points for that. Are you bringing all of the sources in and using them in a variety of different ways? And you're not just summarizing things. You're also having a bunch of points on organization. You want to make sure your APA citations and your reference page is all correct. Do you have at least 6 sources and 2 scholarly sources? Lots of stuff that we're grading you on. So make sure that this is top-notch writing. This should be the best writing you've done all year. And that is, I believe, all we have for this week. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. So let's just go back and let's review when things are due. So we have these 3 assignments due by Wednesday. Of course, the discussion has those replies on Saturday. And then you have 2 things due by Saturday, one of them being the explanatory synthesis final draft. And bless your souls, brothers and sisters, and hope you have a wonderful week. And let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. We'll talk to you later. Bye.